Hello, and welcome to another update video about QNT. The market is generally, fairly green today, actually. Just QNT hasn't realized this, apparently. One of the strangest charts out there at the moment, not necessarily bearish. And in previous videos, I took a look at the long-term outlook as well. Long-term chart doesn't look too bad. I mean, you can find that last video in the long-term video playlist. So I gave you some all-time high targets there as well, but it's overall a strange chart. It has found support at this trend line now. This was the trend line, or this is the trend line we've had on the chart now for many weeks, and it's respecting it. 4 touch points now. It's trolling support. I would not be surprised if it breaks below if Bitcoin gets another sell-off. However, it has a wave count complete. As I said before, it does have the wave count complete. When a wave count is complete, a corrective count, then it increases the probabilities that it can turn around at any time. It's not a guarantee, however, and it doesn't mean it will do it now, but it basically means it doesn't really have to go down any lower. We can be very open towards a trend reversal now, but again, it's like, all I can do is really to point that out. I cannot tell you it's going to turn around now without having any evidence for it. The first indication that we can get, or that we get, if the trend that the trend changes to the upside, would be a break above this B wave high at around about $101.50. This last swing high. I can make that a bit larger. You can see that we basically have an A wave down in wave 5, a B wave up, and the C wave is basically complete as well. I mean, maybe one more tiny low, but it's complete. So yes, they can always extend. They can always extend. And to be honest, I'm very skeptical. If you ask me, I would rather say we go down lower, but things can change so quickly. I mean, the wave count is complete. We just have to be very open now to the idea that the trend is changing. And I can only point that out, right? And then I can only leave that with you to do with it what you think is right for you. The same way that I would point out the risk in a wave count if I find it unreliable. So that's the sort of the situation in which we are. The price is very deep in support in this channel. However, it also broke recently below structural support, which is now resistance. That's what causes me to think that it might go down lower, because it has taken many months for this price to break below this support level, and it has done that now. It's consolidating below support, so we have a sustained break, and it will take considerable work to get back above it. Yes, we're holding support at this trend line, but overall, there's nothing bullish I can see right now. It rather looks a bit like a bear flag. It's not a real bear flag down there, so but there is no real reaction to the trend line. So it's rather still quite bearish. And the next support, if we break below this trend line, the next support is at around $87. I would not be surprised to get there. That's a previous wave 4 low. Sometimes you see that in a wave 2, and we currently see this larger move down as a larger degree wave 2 correction, that a wave 2 pulls back to the area where a previous wave 4 low was made of a lower wave degree. So I pay attention to that. And the break below 87 would send it down quite quickly to 80. And the $80 level is an ideal target. We talked about that now in the last few weeks and months. That's $80 for me is the ideal target. It's the 78.6 retracement level here on the linear chart. And I'm actually not sure. I think on the log chart, it's the 61.8. Yeah, pretty sure it is. Let's add that to the chart. Yeah. $79 on the log chart. So they are both meaningful. It's an overlap of fib levels on the log and linear charts. So you don't have that very often. So, well, I shouldn't say that. That's not true. You have that, but they are very meaningful ones. We've got the 78.6 retracement level on the linear chart and the golden ratio on the log chart. Very meaningful. So there should be strong support down there. And because those fib levels often act as a magnet, they are basically attracting the price. So it would be interesting. It will be interesting to see if the price really gets there. However, if we see a break above $101.50, I will consider that something more bullish is going on. At least it will make it more interesting from a long trade point of view. Okay, that's my update about QNT. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.